Well, Manchester United have contacted Matthijs de Ligt. That deal is really advancing and Bayern Munich is really willing to sell. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys? I know you're watching us from my by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as don't miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name and hope you guys are really having fun. Huge stories dropped yesterday when David Austin came up and obviously hinted onto this Matthijs de Ligt story, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And this is Rock and David that brings you your latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned. So let's obviously set the ball rolling and see to it that all goes in as it stands, as we thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims, Barak Love Hikum. Now, yesterday David Austin came up and obviously broke silence on Matthijs. They said Man United are seriously considering a move to sign Matthijs de Ligt from Bayern Munich. De Ligt is viewed as an increasingly viable candidate as Manchester United's efforts to strengthen their backline intensify. The pursuit of Matthijs de Ligt is independent to that of Gerard Braithwaite. Now, this is the story that everyone of us want to hear, that the pursuit of Matthijs de Ligt is independent to that of Gerard Braithwaite, because most of us might have a thought that maybe if we go in for Matthijs de Ligt, we're not going to in for Gerard Braithwaite. Remember, the situation of Gerard Braithwaite is really not yet settled, because the bid of £35 million was really rejected by the club of Everton, and Everton want more and more money, and Manchester United, they're like, let's first get in those that we believe are going to be ready available with us in the preseason to see how things really go on and really start up our season. And for me, I'm excited that we've gone ahead to move hugely high on the list to obviously get in Matthijs de Ligt, because I've always told you that he has ever worked with Erik ten Hag. They know each other very well, and Erik ten Hag is pushing to obviously get him in, and it's good to see to it that people at Manchester United, Ineos, have gone ahead to obviously see to it that he's really one of those defenders that Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to propose to them, and they've gone ahead to admit. This obviously resonates exactly with what Fabrizio Romano told us about the deal of Erik ten Hag, that he'll have what we call powers to obviously decide who is really going to be coming in through the club of Manchester United and who is really not going to be coming in through. So that is it. That is coming in through from this guy. And then later we got another big update coming in through from Telegraph Dhaka, who said, and you know him, United correspondent for the Telegraph, he told us that Man United are considering making a bid for Bayern centre-back Matthijs de Ligt. He could cost considerably less than 65 million fee Bayern signed him for. Man United's interest in de Ligt is independent of their pursuit of Braithwaite, with the club ideally looking to sign to centre backs. Now, this is news. This is music to my ears. Every time I hear that we are signing to centre backs, that means that there is another all-two centre back that is going to be leaving the club of Manchester United. When Varane left, we obviously have to replace him, and if we get in another centre back, if we get in two, then it's written all over the wall that two central defenders are going to be leaving. And I tell you, it might be Lindelof and Harry Maguire, because as it stands, we are having Lisandro Martinez, Lindelof, Harry Maguire, John Evans, and Cambuala. Those are five. If we add on more two, we are going to be having seven. We are going to be having 7 players to play into that central defense. And remember, there are only 2 positions, meaning that we need to really have 5 for me, and that means Harry Maguire and Lindelof are really going to be leaving the club of Manchester United, and it shows you hugely that Manchester United is not really for jokes right now, and we're going to be moving on these players. And I'll be excited if at all you move on Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, and obviously get in Gerard Braithwaite and Matthijs de Ligt. But I'm excited for the movement of Manchester United, that we are really doing multiple deals at this juncture, and nothing is really going to stop Manchester United from achieving what they're supposed to achieve as a club. So I'm here waiting to see how things are going to pan out for the club of Manchester United. But the pace we've gone ahead to set is really huge. And that's the pace I would love to see Manchester United operating on throughout this entire summer transfer window. To confirm to you that Man United are preparing to bid in for the side of to make a Matthijs de Ligt bid to the side of Bayern Munich. Fabrizio Romano just some minutes back has told us that Man United made contact with Matthijs de Ligt camp, and he's one of the options being considered as a new centre back, including Braithwaite. De Ligt open to joining Man United even with no Champions League football. Bayern could sell De Ligt this summer, up to Manchester United decision. So the player is up for sale, and it's Manchester United to either go in hard or not go in hard. And it looks like Erik ten Hag is convincing these players to come in through, and the recruitment of Dutch players is really going to be huge, because you might find that our first two signings are going to be Dutch players, Zexi and the side and the guy known as Matthijs de Ligt. You understand? So that is the side of Fabrizio Romano. And when Fabrizio tells you that we've gone ahead to make contact with Matthijs de Ligt camp, that means we are into the first phase of the 5-6 stages of a transfer window, of a transfer deal to get done. First and foremost, you contact the player, talk to him, and in due course of talking to the player, you agree personal terms, the length of the contract, agent fees, how much is the player going to be earning, performance bonuses, and so on and so forth. Then after, you contact the club and you ask them, are you willing to sell? And in this case, a team called Bayern Munich is 100% willing to sell Matthijs de Ligt. You understand? Then afterwards, you make a bid that United is set to really put in, and for this case, we all know that the bid of Matthijs de Ligt, the asking price is £42 million. That is 50 million euros. So, Manchester United, after really submitting a bid, obviously, they go to a table. If at all it's accepted, you know what happens next. It's a medical. After the medical is done and dusted, then the team or the player is announced as the next player for the club of Manchester United. So that is the process, and the process is really clear. And as it stands, United have gone ahead to commence this process to sign Matthijs de Ligt. I don't think that personal terms are going to be a problem, because this guy really wants to play for the club of Manchester United, as he wants to play for Erik ten Hag again. He knows to it that Erik ten Hag made him one of the best defenders in the world at his age of 18, and in so doing, he needs obviously revive his career. And in the due course of rejuvenating his career, the manager that really knows the best, or that knows him in and out, has come out and obviously put in a very huge shift. And I know Ten Hag is at the center stage of this deal. He has already convinced the player to come in through and join him, and nothing is really going to stand our way, because the player is really ready to come in through and play for the team of Manchester United. Now, guys, have you imagined De Ligt and Lisandro Martinez? You get? And European lad came out and obviously put in a very huge post about this central defense partnership. You get? And for everyone who really doesn't want this to happen, then you don't know how much we are going to be missing. The European lad came out and posted this, and it read that if Manchester United are actually able to realize a Matthijs de Ligt and Lisandro Martinez partnership with Erik ten Hag in charge, then they should do it right away. So he's like, United should make the signing of Matthijs de Ligt immediately. They shouldn't even look back and really contemplate about it. It should be an instant. It should be an instant action taken to get in this guy. 24, 25 years of age, and a lot is really going to be happening the best way for the club of Manchester United. And when the lead comes in through, you guys will be here telling me that this guy is really one of the best. And I tell you what, we are going to enjoy. First and foremost, both of those two are really comfortable on the ball. Yes. Secondly, they are really modern defenders. We are going to play a very high-lined central defense, you know, and their communication is going to be easy because both of them are going to have to play for Erik ten Hag. They know what Erik ten Hag wants, and it's not going to be easy for the club of Manchester United to get this deal over, to have one of the best central defense partnerships into the league, and everyone is going to be like, wow, this is really great. So let's wait and see how that pans out. But the Ligt to United transfer talks have gone ahead to begin, and anytime from now, you might hear that Man United is preparing a bid. All United have gone ahead, obviously agree everything with the side of Matthijs de Ligt, and what is left is to obviously contact Bayern Munich to go in for that bid and get in Matthijs de Ligt. And remember, United doesn't have a very bad rapport with the side of Bayern Munich. Remember, they loaned to us Marcel Sabitzer, you know, meaning that we are really in good terms with them. And Erik ten Hag also knows the bosses there very well, because those bosses have always gone ahead to be his former bosses when he was coaching the reserve team of Bayern Munich, meaning that there is huge contact. So guys, your reactions to the Ligt to United talks are welcome. Your thoughts to the Ligt to United talks comments are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about everything that is going to be said about these players? So I sign out all this player, Matthijs de Ligt, by Fabrizio Romano, James Daka, and the man himself known as David Austin. So may the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum, and may the living to God bless you abundantly, and may Allah also cover you in his merciful hands and peaceful. I'm out. See you later. We are going to be returning an hour from now. Italy looks like it's going to be relegated, so we're knocked out of the tournament of the Euros, because as it stands, Switzerland is having 2 goals and Italy is having just is having 0, and they're having 4 minutes to play. And I don't see how they're obviously going to come out and obviously produce a moment of magic anytime from now. This is Aradi, Orokan David, United Matters channel it is. We out.